Right now, you'll never guess where I'm at. The Appalachian Trail is right behind me because I'm crazy and I just drove to Maine again after having driven here 3 weeks ago. Currently, let me reverse this here. Currently, I am going to take a little hike out to Abol Bridge Falls and let's have a chat when we get there. The roots, they're back. As you may or may not remember, on my thru hike of the Appalachian Trail last year, I did what's called a flip-flop hike. So I started in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, and then I hiked north to Mount Katahdin. And what I'm here to do this week is to re-hike the 100-mile wilderness, which is that last 100-mile segment right before you climb Mount Katahdin. I am here this time with a friend, and you've met her before in some of my videos. You'll get to meet her tomorrow. I'm currently on a little Bluebird trail, and this is the Abol Falls, and I'm going to walk around now to the little outlet where it comes out of the lake and show you the origin of this little waterfall. Oh, Maine, how I have missed you. Last year when I came through this area, it was pouring rain. Shocker. And I actually didn't come to this lake, which is just off the trail. Looking for moose tracks. You know I want to see a moose. The colors are just starting to change back there. So pretty. Good morning. I'm at the Monson General Store. There's a little church in the back. There's the general store right there. I am just waiting in town until my friend gets here, and then we're going to finalize our hiking details and get started. So the plan is for her, it's going to be her first time hiking the 100-mile wilderness, and it will be my second time. So I just wanted to let you in on the details as to what the plan overall is for this trip out here to Maine. I've got some time to kill before my special guest gets here. And so I was going to climb Big Moose Mountain. However, I stopped at the visitor center and he said that Eagle Rock is a much better overall trail as far as views go. So I'm going to attempt this 6.8 miles and hope to be back down before said friend gets here. And I'm nervous because I am not in the shape I was in 9 months ago when I got off trail. So I'm going to try this with a half full pack and see how it goes. I'll show you what I see along the way. Whew. This is a tough one. However, I think I'm near the top. I'm hoping that's not a false summit up there. Let's cross our fingers. I'm gonna step on this little guy. He was right in the middle of the trail. And then he moved. So that was not the true summit. I'm not even sure if this is a 6.8 mile trail or if it's a 3.4 mile trail. The Google review was not all that clear, so I'm continuing to walk. It's beautiful up here. The initial ascent was kind of steep, but it has definitely leveled off where I can actually breathe. So that's a good thing. And this is just beautiful up here. There's no view off yet. It's just kind of trees and clouds. It's really pretty. And I've missed this. I think I have my first view of, I'm guessing that's Eagle Rock, which means I've still got some serious climbing ahead of me. Am I up for it? We'll find out. That is finally the top. Currently at the top of Eagle's Roost, and it is stunning from up here. I guess I stopped at the Moosehead Visitor Center, and the gentleman there said that you can actually see Katahdin from up here, and it's in this direction somewhere, so I don't know if it's back there in that haze or if it's one of those peaks you see over there. I don't think it's that close. I mean, those over here are definitely, those over here are too close to be Katahdin, but potentially back in that area behind the mist is my guess. Regardless, it's stunning up here, and I'm going to sit here for a while and enjoy the view and the sun, and then I'm going to hike back to the car. Good morning! Another day has dawned, and I have met up with my friend that I've been talking about. But first of all, that was a little sneak peek. I am at a roadside stop, and if anybody knows what that place right there is, that is Mount Katahdin. So I have taken a trip up there. We dropped off one vehicle at the north end of the 100-mile wilderness, and Bluebird and I are going to hike the 100-mile wilderness. So we're heading back to Monson to start in the morning.
Fabulous.
So Bluebird, tell me, how did this adventure get started?
Well, you see, Em showed up at Holly's house to pick up a kayak and said, "Oh, hey, I'm going hiking next week." And she said, "Me too." And I said, "Where are you going?" And she said, "With you." So here we are.
That's the long and short of it.
That's basically what happened. And then the guilt panic set in, and the next day she's like, "If you don't want me to go, I don't have to go, but I really want to go." And then, yeah.
Thank you for graciously letting me invade your 100-mile wilderness hike.
Yeah. Here
Yes.
we are.
Yes, she says. We are at 100-mile wilderness adventures, and this is right down the street from the trailhead in Monson that is on Pleasant Street. And we are going to, I think, hang out here tonight. Here's him. So the buildings are adorable. Little log cabins. This is the lounge. Super cute. Books, seating, games. And then here is the office. Nobody's here right now, so we're just hanging out until somebody shows up. Office, and then this is the kitchen. We've got a grill. Hey, little guy. Really, really cute. And then these are both bunk houses right here. We did not go inside, but they look really cute. And then I'll show you up there next. We are up at the pavilion. That is a bathroom. That is a bathroom. Actually, that's the kitchen and shower room. That's a bathroom. We've got this cute little A-frame bathroom. And there's another outhouse back there. So we've got lots of options. Em is sleeping under the pavilion tonight in her hammock. So that's the setup there. And then I am here. So any of you who've watched my previous videos saw me in a little green tent from River Country Products. This one I received. My sister helped me order it and paid for a portion of it just a couple of days before my hike. So I've only set it up once in the living room, but this is the Big Agnes. I'm not sure the individual model, but the Big Agnes is a 2-person, but it's really like a 1-person. It has 2 vestibules, so 1 on each side. And tonight will be my first night sleeping in it, so I'm excited about that. We're going to walk into Monson and go to dinner at the Lakeside House restaurant, pub. I'm not sure what the title is, but I ate there, and I actually stayed in their hostel above the restaurant last year, and it was really good food, so that's what we'll do tonight. Then we'll come back here, get showered, and get everything rearranged in our bags, and head out for the trail in the morning and get started with the 100-mile wilderness again. It's the end of the day and we have eaten dinner, we've got set up, and we are ready to climb into our respective beds for the night's sleep so we can be well rested for the hike tomorrow. I invite you to come along with me. Well, if you're going to watch this, continue watching, and we'll be in the 100-mile wilderness starting tomorrow morning. We've got a 3.5-mile segment between here and the next road, and then after that is when we get into the 100. So I am super excited about it, super nervous, because again, I have told you, I've shared with you, I've been honest, that I have regained all of my weight from finishing 10 months ago on the trail, and I am not in tip-top shape by any means. So I am a little nervous, but we are very flexible on our timing through there, so we will see what happens. Come along. Oh, I'm already recording. Scenic view. This morning, climb, sweating, already considered quitting, and won't let me. She's holding me accountable. Here we go. Not even entering 100-mile wilderness as of yet. This is our very first view. A little lake down there. Very lovely. We are officially going into the 100-mile wilderness, or the 100-acre woods, as I called it last year. I have done very little recording today because I've been focusing on staying alive, but I had to show you this. This is Little Wilson Falls, and we are going to take our packs off and take our toes. That is the plan. Day one is in the books. We have made it to, which is this shelter? Wilson
Valley Lean-To.
We've made it.
You
Seriously.
start over that one?
Yeah, start over.
Okay.
We have made it to the Wilson Valley Lean-To. And I'm going to set up. I am tenting down there with pine cones and acorns dropping near me, so that should be a fun night. We've got my dinner cooking there, and a little chipmunk is trying to
Mug you for your food?
Mug us for our food, yes. Yep. So we're watching him. Good morning. It's day 2 in the 100-mile wilderness, and we are on the trail, on the move, taking a snack break, and then we're going to get back hiking. Today is supposed to be a 15-point-something mile day, and we're just going to evaluate and see how we feel as it gets closer to the end of the day. Other than that, what? Nothing exciting? Nothing exciting. Time for a snack break. I believe this is Logan Brook Shelter. And if you see the blue ribbon or blue stripe on the tree, water's that way. There's actually at the bottom of this ravine here, there's a river or stream. And we came up to this campsite, and whoever was here last night left a smoldering fire, and the wind actually reignited it while we were sitting here. So we will be good stewards and pour water on it before we leave. But Em's taking advantage of it and drying her socks. Everything is going well. You can see I'm sporting my new Going Rogue sun visor my sister gave me. If you're interested in any of her merch, I will put a link for it in the description of this video. She's a financial advisor, but she has created her own brand, Going Rogue, and she wrote a book with the same name. And if you're interested, let me know, or just click the link. We have reached the summit of Barren Mountain. And this is simply breathtaking. I'm voted for a break, and I was easy to convince.
The climb was breathtaking.
The climb was literally.
The climb was very breathtaking.
I can't stop laughing. I'm like hysterical laughter. Good morning on day 3 of our 100-mile wilderness adventure. We've camped in a really pretty spot. Where is the surrounding? And then my tent was right over there. I need to show you what that looks like set up in some of these spots, but I always forget until I'm done. As you can hear, there's a massive mosquito flying right by me. And we are just finishing up chores and heading out of camp, so we'll see what today brings. Em has just collected water, and it's a lovely shade of tea. Mountain tea.
It's mountain tea.
We made it up to the plane site where it's crashed. For those of you who don't know, this plane crashed in the 80s. Father and son survived it. They stayed the night here at the site, and then they hiked out on the AT to civilization the next day. Okay, phone's gotta go. We climbed up to Chairback Mountain and got rewarded with a splendid view for our snack. So let's take a look. We're not sure exactly where we've already been, but maybe some of those mountains. Who knows? Good morning from the Carl Newhall Memorial Shelter. Em is finishing water. We're going to get ready to go. We both slept in the shelter last night with another hiker. And then we've got a couple of tenters back behind us. We had a critter in the shelter last night. I heard it and I saw it on the guy that was sleeping over here had a bivvy. And then I got up this morning and also saw this. That's his friend. It's his friend. So we've got, I think, 4 mountaintops to go over. At about 10.8, there is a shelter that we're going to stop at and decide if we're going to stay there or if we're going to look for a tenting site, because the shelter beyond that is 18-point-something miles, and we are definitely not going to do that. Coming to you from a rock, I don't even know what this is. It looks like a ruin, but there's somebody's spent the time building rock walls to keep us out of the wind. You can see a better view of Em over there because it's really windy up here. We are having a snack and we made it to the top of Whitecap Mountain, which means this is our last big climb. We still have some smaller ones, but this is the last big one. And we are happy. These are the trees that grow up in alpine zones. They're super short and stunted. We're gonna make our way up to the summit here. The sign. And then over yonder is a view. And on a nice day, that view is of Katahdin. So we're gonna see what it looks like today. It's pretty cloudy. We just had a big gray cloud pass through. see what we can see. Oh, so pretty. Oh, you can see the corner of it. Wow. Look at that. Ooh, and it's windy and cold. Right behind that light cloud right there, just to the right of it actually, I think is Baxter Peak. The final peak that thru hikers like to climb or start with or end their journey. Good afternoon from day 5 on the trail. We are taking another break because we do that a lot. I do that a lot. Our spot is idyllic. Idyllic? How do you pronounce?
Idyllic.
Idyllic? It's beautiful. And it's perfect. That's what we're going with.
It is.
And evidently this gets pretty high with water because they've got some serious ropes going across. But we're going to sit here for a moment and enjoy. We are trying to crank out an 18-ish mile day so that we...
Closer to 19.
Closer to 19-ish mile day.
There's 7, there's 2 more after that.
So that we can still get to the car on the same day that we planned, even though we had a couple shorter days in the beginning.
Because we're going to run out of food.
Yes, and we don't want to run out of food.
No.
We are daydreaming of steak. and
2 beers.
2 beers.
No, 1 doesn't cut it.
And a baked potato with butter and sour cream.
And then she wants pizza for dessert.
Yes. So other yummies. Good final morning of our 100-mile wilderness adventure. We stayed at the Rainbow Stream shelter last night. So we've got our little stream here, and we'll be crossing over there, and then the AT continues up that hill this morning. We've got 15 miles to get back to the car, and we are super excited for a steak dinner and showers and to stay in our own beds. So that's what we're looking forward to. It's been a hard adventure, but we did it. Well, almost have done it. In 15 miles we will have done it. And that's all I gotta say about that. This is the view from Rainbow Ledges. And I think there's a little bit more view once we go around another corner or two. We made it up here and we are stopped for a rest. Under that blue thing is M. She's staying warm. There she. Say hello to the people.
It makes a very good teepee, okay?
It was a little chilly today for hiking.
Let's figure it. You could still pee.
Whoa, I got a little too. There we go.
Not quite a view of the sun.
No. Good morning from my final day in Maine. We made it through the 100-mile wilderness and successfully completed that task. Stayed last night back in Monson at the 100-mile wilderness adventures. So I'm back in the lounge. They have an assortment of little cabins that are so cute. There's a kitchen area, there's a lounge, there are several areas that have bunks in them, 2 main bunkhouses, and then 4 smaller bunk rooms. There is a shower and sink area for men and women, and then there's a separate privy. That's the downside for staying here, is you still have to use a privy. They have a kitchenette, they have an office, and we were actually the only ones here last night. The owners flew out of state, and their grounds person came in to let us in, unlocked, took our money, and left. So we had the whole area to ourselves. So that was kind of nice. I would definitely stay here again. The 2 bunk cabins are $75. Tenting is $25, and I'm not sure, like, just to stay in a bunk, like in the main bunk room, what that is. But I'm having my second cup of coffee, and then I'm going to get on the road and start heading back towards Michigan. So this was a really fun adventure, and I'm just glad that I was physically able to complete it. So thank you all for watching, and let me know where you would like me to head next. This is what the Lord says. Stand at the crossroads and look. Ask for the ancient paths. Ask where the good way is, and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls. Jeremiah 6:16.